Hey, I hope you had a great 4th of July weekend. Oh my goodness, we have so much to discuss. So let's not fuck around. Let's go.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Tuesday, July 6, 2021, and this is episode number 280-something. I don't even know. What are we on? I have no idea, peoples. What episode? 284? 280? Do I hear 282, 283? I'm turning this into an auction. 285 of Barry on Deck. As always, Barry on Deck brought to you by the AP Law Group. If you have been injured in an accident, hit by an 18-wheeler, it wasn't your fault. Maybe you've had a loved one die at the negligence of somebody else, please call them 713-913-GO-AP or online at aplawgroup.com. Hey, welcome to the show. I hope you had a good weekend, a long weekend, no show yesterday. I hope all of you got a day off of work and, to celebrate freedom and, have hot dogs and freedom dogs, or I don't know how. Do you guys really tell the truth? Hey, chat, tell the truth. Why is this mic is real hot here. Let's get this out of the way. Tell the truth. Do you really ever celebrate freedom on the 4th of July? Or is it just about fireworks and a day off? I feel like for a lot of you, it's just fireworks and a day off. It's food, it's movies, it's maybe a little yard work, getting out in the garden, whatever, checking your tomatoes. I don't know. Maybe it's all hand jobs and sex for you all day. I have no idea. I just feel like the whole point of the 4th of July gets lost on a lot of people. Now, I will say this. I have a story to tell. We do have a lot of shit to get to, so I can't be bullshitting with the story today. But basically, Justin, that's a great point. Justin says, fireworks and a day off equals freedom, good sir. Yeah, okay. Point taken. Fair enough. You know what? In fact, now that I've acknowledged Justin in the chat, let's do this. Let's do the chat first so we can find out who the greatest deckhead in the history of the world is, and then I'll tell you my neighborhood fireworks story for the weekend. Brandon Martinez. What? Good to see you in the chat, buddy. Brandon first in the chat, first with the first super chat. Triple Crown winner, Brandon Martinez, is the greatest deckhead in the history of the world for the next 2 hours, at least. And then he's back to just regular old ass Brandon that, nobody can stand him as a moderator on the Discord. By the way, thank you to those of you that did stop in today early. If you're wondering why, and maybe you weren't clear as to why we're doing it at 11 o'clock this morning and not our normal 2 o'clock time, I will be filling in on the Blitz today from 4 to 7 with AJ Hoffman. Fred is out, and AJ texted me over the weekend, said, you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, let's rock, baby. So we moved the show up to accommodate that. So there we go. Let's get to the rest of the chat, and then we got to get into this show. Aaron Little is here. Eric Resendez is in the building. Hey, can we all stop? Pause for the calls and tell Eric Resendez thank you one more time for the Dynamo hookup. He got us those tickets to give away. It was awesome. It was great publicity for the show, and it was just a good time. So Eric, buddy, I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that. That was badass. Aaron Little is here. Francisco Abarca, Fidel Limon, KD, Donna, Keith Sager, Marvin Wingfield is here. Francisco Abarca, we got Clarence. This is going to be good. What? What? I don't know what you're talking about. PK, what's up, girl? Shelby is here. Robert likes beer. There's CC. She said, why am I here at 11? What did I miss on this long weekend? Well, now you know. Dandy Dan's in the building. Rev House. Hello. By the way, I didn't get to thank him because it was late in the day in the show and everything, and I forgot. But House, thank you for the $5 Friday on Friday. I missed it, buddy, and I don't want you to think that I'm ungrateful, so I appreciate you. Thank you for sending that over. Very much appreciated. Who else is here? Crystal is in the building. Francisco. Who else? Yeah, I already got Francisco. Ray, what's up, dude? Tyler Moss is here. Justin Swinford is here. We already got Matt Poche. Flip, what's up, dog? I always think Lil Flip when I see Flip Rodriguez. There's Handsome Tony. Who else? Tyler, we got. I think we're good now. White Magic, why are you rolling your eyes already, White Magic? I don't understand that. No Kahlua shot with the coffee. Oh, the Blitz. White Magic, I love you. I know. Listen, buddy, you do realize, White Magic, they pay me for this. So when I do 3 hours of radio, Daddy gets a check. Daddy's got bills to pay. So yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it. That's the only reason I'm doing it. Because look, everybody, just so we're clear. Everybody's like, oh, they're going to let you know. Look, there's a long process that they're going through. I'll be honest with you. The likelihood of them bringing me back is slim to none. And Slim is busy. So I don't want people to get their hopes up. I don't want to get my hopes up. There are people involved in the process that don't know me or what we've done in the past or any of that. It's an out. So listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate the support, but I just want to set expectations properly. This is just a one-time thing, hanging out with AJ, doing the show, and that's it. So I just want to be clear about that. No Kahlua in the coffee, by the way. This is just straight up nasty ass coffee that I'm almost done with. So I got my Diet Coke. Okay, let's talk about what happened over the weekend, and then we're going to get into this. Boy, I can't wait to talk about this Rachel Nichols, Maria Taylor shit. Oh, my God. So this weekend, I get a little perturbed around New Year's and July 4th. And let me explain why. So we live in a neighborhood where they said in the deed restrictions, it says fireworks are not permitted. You are not allowed to pop firecrackers or set off fireworks in the neighborhood. That's in the deed restrictions, okay? But do any of these well-to-do, uppity white people follow the fucking rules? No. Now, they're the first ones to post on the fucking Facebook, slow down. You guys are driving too fast, and my little bratty-ass kids are out in the streets, and you gotta follow the rules. They're there for a reason, but let them motherfuckers be the first ones to pop some fireworks. What rules? I don't care about your rules. I gotta pop fireworks to represent my freedom. Now, I'm not like Firecracker Karen. I know y'all saw some of these videos where these ladies are freaking out like, stop the fire. I'm not that dude. But it does annoy the fuck out of me. And really because it's not allowed in the neighborhood. Like if it was just, yeah, do it, I wouldn't give a fuck. But it's literally in the neighborhood handbook. You can't do it. And none of these bitches give a fuck. So every year, twice a year, once on New Year's and once on 4th of July, I have to make a shaming Facebook post, which I know just devastates everybody that reads it. It probably cuts them to the core. And I say something nasty about, uppity white people and it hurts a few feelings. And so I did that again. And here's the thing that bothered me about it this time, right? So all I just said is like, oh, good thing we got rules about not popping fireworks. You guys are assholes. That's it. And this guy goes, boy, I am ashamed at the amount of people in this neighborhood that don't pop fireworks. Do you understand that by popping fireworks, you are paying homage to our founding fathers? Oh my God. If you don't shut the fuck up. Why is it that certain white people, and yes, I'm attacking white people. Why? Because this is who it is. It's middle-aged white dudes that, you know, own a gator and go fishing. And this is when they're, I gotta pop some Freedom Works. Why is it always these dudes that if I'm a guy that I think fireworks are fucking stupid and they're annoying and they scare my cats and they scare people's dogs and they scare people's kids and they keep you up until fucking midnight if you're old like me and fat and go to sleep early. But why is it when I say, hey man, it's against the rules to pop fireworks, this dude says, well, you just don't love America. That's what it is. You don't love freedom. No, bitch. I don't love fireworks, you dumb redneck motherfucker. I don't like hearing it sound like a fucking world war is going outside my window at 11:30 at night when my wife is having to work the next goddamn day. Now, this was Sunday, but still, it's not the point. They don't know that. They don't know she's off. They don't know. I've never understood that. And I swear to you, these are the same people. These are the same people that will post in the Facebook group, why won't you stop at the stop signs? Because fuck your kids, man. If you're going to pop fireworks, fuck your kids. That's the message. So I hope you all had a good 4th of July. Okay, I feel better. I had to get that off the chest. Now, by the way, we got to stop. I don't have my drink. We got to pause for the cause for 1 second. Because, oh shit, I just damn near pulled everything off the table. Get your drinks out, people. Get your drinks. Where's my shot glass at? I don't know where my shot glass is. Everybody get your drinks out. We have a birthday in the building. Let's go! Nick Gamboa. Look, now I don't have, I'm just going to do it out the bottle. That's going to be gross. You guys, can we pause for the calls and wish Nick Gamboa a very, very happy birthday. Nick, I hope you get some roadhead or a hand job or whatever it is you're into, buddy, but happy birthday to you. Cheers to you, and I hope you have a great one. It is too early for that shit. Woo. Well, it's too late. I already did it, man. Do a shot. Needed that chaser, though. Goddamn, Bacardi at 11 o'clock in the morning. Fuck me. What am I doing with my life? Happy birthday, Nick, though, man. Hope you have a badass day, my friend. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's go. The moment you've all been waiting for. Let's talk about the hottest topic right now on the interweb. Suns Bucks. Just kidding. Suck it, bitches. So, Rachel Nichols fucked up. If you didn't hear, actually, you know what? I have the audio, so I can lay the groundwork by telling you. Rachel Nichols has offended people, offended a coworker, upset the balance at ESPN. She's fucked up. And the reason she fucked up was her own selfish, what's the word I'm looking for here? Well, she just got selfish. Let's just do that. So basically what happened is, I'm going to play the audio for you, but unbeknownst to her, this was being recorded. It got leaked, but she was talking about the NBA finals and what was going to happen. And she was told that Maria Taylor was going to be in studio for the finals, that why didn't she do what Doris Burke does and do the sideline stuff? And Rachel Nichols was having none of that. So let's take a listen and hear Rachel in her own words say why she shouldn't be bumped. Here we go.
They said to me, hey, instead of hosting the NBA finals, why don't you do Doris's sideline reporter job for the NBA finals? Because guess what that would clear the way for? For Maria to do the hosting. Yeah. So, I have declined. I don't know what their next move is, but they are feeling pressure because of all of that. And
all that?
I'm trying to figure out how to just, my thing is that I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football, she covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your like crappy one-time record on diversity, which by the way I myself like know personally from the female side of it. Like, go for it. Just find it somewhere else. Like, you're not gonna find it with me. And he said to me, "Hey, instead of..."
Oh boy, where do we start? So let's start with the all that. And I think what Rachel Nichols was implying by all that is this movement going on in this country right now about equality, about diversity, about acceptance, about inclusion. And it obviously, she didn't want to say it because she felt like it would sound gross and icky. So she could just imply it and that would be okay. So I think, you can argue with me in the chat and that's fine. But I think we all know what she meant by all that. Let's run it one more time. Oh, that's the break. Hold on. That's not the one.
He said to me, "Hey, instead of hosting the NBA Finals, why don't you do Doris's silent reporter job for the NBA Finals?"
So they don't want her to do in studio. Let's start there. They want Maria Taylor to be in studio and Rachel Nichols to be on the sidelines. And of course, she's not having that.
Because guess what that would clear the way for?
Yeah.
Maria to do the hosting.
So she's implying here that if she accepts this, then Maria gets the opportunity to do it. She would have tape, it would be done, and now she would get the gig and Rachel Nichols would not. So she wants an opportunity to do it as well.
Yeah. So I have declined.
So she declined the posting altogether. She didn't want to do sideline work.
I don't know what their next move is.
Their next move is probably going to fire your ass.
All of that. And,
so they're feeling pressure because of all that. And that's where the all that is, the diversity, the inclusion, the what's the right word here? I don't want to say mixing it up, but giving everyone opportunity and a fair shake is all that. That's the all that she's referring to.
I'm trying to figure out like how to just my thing is that I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world.
When someone says it like that, I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. When it sounds that disingenuous, when it sounds that whatever, just get the fuck out of here. I promise you, she doesn't wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world.
Basketball, if you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your like crappy one-time record on diversity.
Now here she points out that ESPN has a tragically bad reputation of diversity.
I myself know personally from the female side of it.
So now this is where she says, look, I can say these things because I too have been excluded because of my gender.
Go for it. Just, find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it with me.
Find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it with me and taking my thing away. Oh boy. So now we've broken it down from that standpoint. And now let me give you some thoughts on this. Let's start and work our way backwards. You're not going to take my thing from me. I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. I too know what it's like to not be included and be excluded because of gender. So ergo, now I know what it's like to be excluded because of gender and race because I'm excluded because of gender. That's what she's saying. And let's be real, this is going to hurt some feelings. Some of you are going to leave. Some of you are going to unsubscribe, but I've always kept it real with you as a white dude with a microphone and a platform. Let's be real. When white people say I too have, they're making an excuse. They're going to make an excuse, or they already have. Because while she may know what it's like to be excluded because of her gender, she doesn't know what it's like to be excluded because of her gender and her race. This is like saying, people with glasses I don't understand. They don't, come on. Like there are levels to this. And for you to try to level up with her, and I hate to say this because I actually do hate this word, you kind of need to check your privilege. You need to check your privilege, Rachel Nichols. So what this boils down to, what Rachel Nichols is really saying is, I'm all for diversity and I'm all for inclusion as long as it doesn't take anything from me. So go be diverse, but don't take this white girl's thing. That's what she's saying. Now, some people on Twitter were trying to defend this by, well, she's just defending her job. Well, great. Then be so good you're undeniable. That's how you defend your job. Be so much better than Maria Taylor. Be so much better than Maria Taylor that they can't not give it to you. See, that's the thing I've learned in comedy. I could give you this woe is me, pitiful Rachel Nichols style. No one wants a male white comedian anymore. Everybody's out for diversity. Everybody wants, a Hispanic, transgender, Muslim, one-legged comedian. No one wants just a plain-ass white guy. Guess what? Go take a look at all the fucking comedy posters that are out there on the goddamn internet. The majority of them are just awash with white dudes. It's the stupidest fucking argument ever. Okay? So don't sit there and say that you're not giving an opportunity. You're on the fucking payroll and you're getting gigs. The problem is, at the end of the day, how many of you can't wait to watch Rachel Nichols do something? Raise your hand. No hands are up. I'll be honest with you though, I'm not a Maria Taylor fan. I think she looks off the camera too much. She's vain. I don't like her style, but it has nothing to do with her race, her gender, or anything else. I don't like her style. That's it. But at the end of the day, don't give me that woe is me, poor pity me bullshit. At the same time, you're saying I'm all for inclusion as long as it doesn't exclude me. Guess what happens when you have inclusion? Some people get a job, some people don't. And at the end of the day, if we level the playing field, and say we're not going to exclude because of race, we're not going to exclude because of gender, we're going to look at all these things equally and say, you know what? Let's have some representation on this panel. And when we do it, let's make sure we get the best person for the job. I'm sorry, but I just don't like the way you do it, Rachel. This is a very fine line. This is a very fine line that needs to be walked and discussed. Because while I think Rachel Nichols was talking out of her ass, there is the flip side to this, which was the point I was making in the midst of my last point. Yes, and let's be real clear, chat. Let's be real clear about why all of this exists. Let's just break this down at a very rudimentary level. The reason that you have to discuss inclusion and diversity is because it has been ignored for so long. Somebody write that down and put it in your head, because a lot of you don't understand that. The reason that they have to make a conscious effort to include a woman, to include an African American, is because they have been consciously excluded for so long. You understand that, right? However, you also have to take into account who's good at what they do. Should you just put an African American woman on a panel because she's African American and a woman? Or do you find an African American female that's good at what she does and put her on the panel? That's the difference here. That's the difference here. Is you have to make sure that you're conscious of the exclusions that have occurred in the past, But at the same time, you have to get somebody qualified to fill that role. You can't just throw anybody up there, then they shit the bed, because then you got these white people that are fighting this diversity in the first place going, see what happens? It is a tricky, fine line here, folks. And no pun intended, but it is not that black and white. It is not, well, just throw up an African-American female on there and we're all good. No, because if she sucks and she shits the bed, it sets everything back a notch. So the layers to this complex onion that Rachel Nichols has exposed is fascinating. Because on a personal level, I think Maria Taylor is better than Rachel Nichols, regardless of race or gender. She's got a better personality. She's got more energy. I mean, I don't like what I don't think she's the best, but I think she's better than Rachel Nichols. And I think Rachel Nichols just got beat on talent and not race. And guess what? That happens. So it's interesting that you would want to say, be diverse, just don't be diverse if it affects me. Well, then are you really for diversity? Are you? Because taking it back to the comedy thing, it does happen. When people make shows like, we got to get a female. This can't be 3 white dudes on the show. Let's find a female. Let's find a person of color. Let's include people. Does this mean that some comics aren't going to make the list, some white guys? Yes, absolutely it does. And it happens. I'm booking a show right now, and I can tell you, I'm like, all right, let's get some female representation on this show. And then you look and you go, well, who's funny? Because at the end of the day, I just want to do a good show. So it's not just, well, put a black female on the show. Problem solved. But at the same time, you have to make those decisions to consider it because it has not been considered for so long. So there is no one thing that you can say that is the definitive solution to what is taking place. What I do think is interesting is how she threw ESPN under the bus in the process. So you've got the level of exclusion between gender, and she said, well, I'm a victim of that, and I'm sure she has been. But then you got that extra layer of exclusion because of race and gender, which she has not been a victim of. But pointing out the fact that ESPN has been tragically bad at diversity and inclusion was ballsy, but probably true. Now, I hope that makes sense for some of you. And again, I'm going to go back to one thing here. Somebody said to me on Twitter, it was Big Angry, my buddy. Yeah, but she's just fighting for her job. Okay. Well, then don't throw in the I'm all for inclusion, but if you're fighting for your job. You don't, look, here's how this works, folks. Here's how this works. And again, sorry if I'm hurting your feelings here. Can't wait for all the thumbs down. Here's how this works. If you think you're the better person for the job, then that is the argument. That is the argument. And let's put a pin in that because we're going to come back to that in just a second because there is a caveat to that in today's environment. And we're going to discuss it because it's a real thing and you guys can deny it if you want, but it's true. So the argument that I'm for diversity, but completely, as soon as you say but, you completely wipe out the first part. You're either, hey, I'm better than her. It doesn't matter her race or her gender. I'm better than her at that job, and that's why I should get it. That's what you say if you believe in diversity. If you believe in diversity, you don't say, I'm all for diversity as long as it doesn't affect me, because then you're not all for diversity. Okay? So you're either on merit, I'm better than she is. Everything else be damned. I'm the best person to sit in that chair at this network. Or you're all for diversity. But it can't you can't say but. That's the problem. Now, let's go back. Let's go back because I said, oh shit, I forgot the point I was going to make. God damn it. I forgot the point I was making. Now let's get some chat in here. I want to see what you guys are saying. Let's see. I want to get some of your points on this. Drink before noon. No, where to go? Happy birthday. Damn it, I'm way back. She can share the stage with other women. The goal should be to encourage more women to have these opportunities. Okay. I wish her all the success in the world is the professional version of with all due respect. That's true. White women have no room to talk on this issue. Just saying. Maria has a job at ESPN. Yeah. So Total Dallas said the one trick pony is scared to lose her gig to the multi-sport pony. Okay. Few things, Barry and chat. This happened last year. She's Diane Sawyer's daughter-in-law. What are you talking about? Problem is that Rachel Nichols never really talks about the game. It's all narrative based with her. Also, she shouldn't have a vote for NBA awards. Rachel Nichols never really talks about the game. Okay. Barry should tell Maria, come on over to YouTube. No. It's all narrative based with her. Also, she shouldn't have a vote for NBA. Well, that has nothing to do with this. I think she saw another woman getting advanced past her, couldn't admit she's better. So only thing she saw different was skin color. That had to be it. I think that's part of it. Oh, we're going to go back to the other thing to talk about it. I remember now. Here's the problem with coming out and arguing this. Okay, here's the problem. If you come out and say in the environment that we exist in right now, in the time that we exist in, if you come out and say, I'm better than her, there is the chance that some people are going to look at that and say, you're racist. It's a fact. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, Rachel Nichols. And there was C's in there, so I get it. It's going to happen. You're going to misspeak. Here's the thing, and this is where I talk about it being a fine line. If you come out as a white woman and say, I'm better than a black woman, it's going to cause a problem. It's going to cause an issue. And no matter what, even if you don't point out that you're a white woman and she's a black woman, by just saying, I feel like I should get the job over her based on talent, there are people that will look at that and say, it's kind of racist, even though that may not be the intent. So this is a really fine line, folks, and I'm trying to be really honest with you about this because if we're going to make strides in this country to resolve this, then we have to have some of these discussions that really nobody wants to have. So how do you approach this if you're Rachel Nichols? If you say, look, I think I'm better than her. Now, like some people said in the chat, are you attacking women? Are you saying that you're better than her? And then are you making this about race? Are you making this about gender if you're a guy that says, okay, I think I'm better than Maria Taylor. Why is she getting it? So that's the hard part about this. That's the thing where we have to take into account everything being said. Because if Rachel Nichols would have just came out and said, look, I love Maria, but I think I'm better on NBA in the studio than she is, most of us would have went, ooh, okay, that's saucy. But there are people that would have been like, that's just a white girl showing her privilege. So how do you show the confidence against someone that maybe isn't identical to you? How do you fight for your job without being labeled? And this is also something you need to be cognizant of. And the thing is this. It matters in the detail is how people know who you really are, right? The detail. When you use words like all that, when you say things like good for her, but I'm all for diversity, but that's the details. That's the details. So it's all very, very fascinating. Hey, happy birthday, Nick. Hope you have a great day, buddy. Some more I want to get to. Linda Cohn is the only female ESPN worthy. Oh, I disagree. I think Doris Burke is great. I don't know why she does sidelines. She should be able to do the game. I've honestly didn't know who either of these people were. Never watched a second of either of them. Fair enough. One-legged comedian might have some good stories. Oh, that's a fact. Kareem Marines the Few the Proud said, Rachel Nichols made some good points to say she is racist isn't not only dumb, but foolish. I'm not saying she's racist. We're not saying she's racist. I'm saying you can't say those things and just get a pass and expect not for people not to be like, whoa, what? Like, you can't say you're all for diversity as long as it doesn't affect you, because then you're not all for diversity. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. I didn't put those words in her mouth. She's the one that said that. Clarence didn't know this was last year. No, this didn't happen last year. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. The audio just leaked, but the audio came out last year. Yeah. PK said timing when BLM was at the height of the movement says even more about her comments. Fact. Yeah, it was and it just got leaked. That is true. Again, none of this would have happened if Rachel Nichols knew how to work her equipment. She is the sole reason that it got recorded and sent back to ESPN. Well, if you're not qualified for the job, you aren't qualified. Race should be a zero factor. And again, Kareem, I understand the point, but you do understand why these things exist, right? Like, you do understand that, right? The reason that there has to be inclusion and diversity is because it has been ignored for so long. It's a fact. I mean, are you going to deny that, Kareem? Rachel Nichols' apology was shit. Yep, we're going to get to that. But when it happened to ESPN, made it about producers recording another on-air talent, and she was suspended. That's stupid. ESPN will never apologize to the producer. Her mother-in-law made sure of that. Barry, I missed. Can you start over? No, you can't fight for a job without being an asshole. Oh, you can. Yeah, totally agree with that. Absolutely. Base it off of merit. Base it off of ratings numbers, right? I mean, what are your ratings like compared to hers? Wait, what the hell did I miss something, or does Dallas have a different time zone? Okay, I don't know what that is. Fighting for a job. She wasn't getting fired. Well, Clarence, I mean, to that point, it's very well if she didn't have the studio thing and she's only good at basketball, and she might get fired. Kareem said, even if she is for diversity or not is irrelevant. If she can do her job, that's what matters, and she is qualified. All right. Let me see. Maybe ESPN let this leak because ain't nobody about to watch these finals. I doubt that because it made them look bad. Anything before the word but is bullshit. Shelby, most allies really aren't allies. They're posers. Yeah. Whoa, Barry, don't get canceled. I already said that was just pronunciation. If anyone thinks that, and it was C's, not G's, let's be clear. Yeah, I think most people know me. Also, New York Post released an article that Maria Taylor requested $8 million a year for a new contract 4 days before this incident came out to light. It's a great point. And that is true. That is true. She turned down. Here's the crazy thing, though. And I didn't understand this part of it, Katie, but that is a good point. But she did say she wanted Stephen A. Smith money. And while I'm sure Maria Taylor is great in all the things she does, do the things that Are the things that she does equivalent and resulting in the same type of things that Stephen A. Smith brings? The same attention, the same numbers, the same ratings, the same clicks? Because that's what this boils down to. If Maria Taylor was getting the same results as Stephen A. Smith, then I would definitely be on board with the argument that she should be paid the same. But if you're not getting those results, guys, that's what the entertainment business is. If you're not getting the results, you're not going to get the pay. Period. And sometimes you can get the results and you're still not going to get the pay. But if you're not getting the kind of numbers that Stephen A. Smith is, how can you ask for that kind of money? That doesn't make sense. Think about this. An actor that sells millions of dollars at the box office, $100 million, let's say. And then another actor comes along and maybe their best movie made $20 million. You can't ask for Leonardo DiCaprio money if you're Adam Sandler. Not going to get it. Let's see. I think ESPN got the NYP article pushed out. Maybe. That wouldn't surprise me. My brother and dad, both black men, said, where did she lie? It's in the details. It's the buts and the all that's. It's not always about race. If you're going to make a claim, you have to show what Rachel said that was racist. Yeah, it's the all that's. It all depends on ESPN's actions next. This is an interesting point of view because when I first heard it, I didn't think she said anything wrong. Okay. Twitter says Nichols had fun in the bubble last season. Okay. That's why I wanted your opinion, Walt. My family thought the same thing. ESPN won't do anything on the jump. Rachel made a quick apology. Let's get to the apology. So let's get to the apology. What was fake? Oh, really? That's interesting. Okay. So she didn't turn down $5 million. Yes, this is a fact. And that is a fact as well. But we're just talking about point A to point B. All right. Now, let's look at the apology from Rachel Nichols because that's important as well.
In journalism school is don't be the story. And I don't plan to break that rule today or distract from a fantastic finals. But I also don't want to let this moment pass without saying how much I respect, how much I value our colleagues here at ESPN, how deeply, deeply sorry I am for disappointing those I hurt, particularly Maria Taylor, and how grateful I am to be part of this outstanding team.
That was not an apology, first of all. That was not an apology. That was a CYA. That is Rachel Nichols covering her ass. That is all that was. And here's the thing. Can we, I don't have a good alert. Hey, alert. All celebrities out there. If you have said something or done something to an individual, like in this case, maybe start with, I would like to start with apologizing to Maria Taylor. She never did that. I mean, online people are like, oh, Rachel Nichols' apology. It wasn't an apology. There was never an apology. There was the words, I have a lot of respect for her, which she even said in the audio that got leaked. But this was not an apology. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on.
In journalism school is don't be the story.
Don't be the story. Okay, well, you are the story.
Distract from a fantastic
Too late.
Finals. But I also don't want to let this moment pass without saying how much I respect, how much I value our colleagues here at ESPN.
Okay, so what that is, that's a CYA for calling out ESPN for their diversity plan, for the lack of diversity that she talked about and called out.
Deeply sorry I am for disappointing those I hurt, particularly.
So now she's not sorry about what she said. She's sorry about disappointing people in the organization. Folks, this is important, and you can say it is not, but words matter because if they didn't, she wouldn't be here. If words didn't matter, she wouldn't be here. So it is vastly overrated that if you're just, oh, well, I heard I'm sorry. No, she said, I'm sorry for disappointing my colleagues. What? How about I'm sorry for the things I said to and about Maria Taylor? That is an apology. I'm sorry for questioning ESPN's stance on diversity. Whether you believe that or not, that is an apology. I'm sorry for suggesting that I'm for diversity unless it affects me directly. That is short-sighted and selfish and doesn't actually reflect my values on diversity. Those are apologies. But I'm sorry if I disappointed somebody that I work with. Oh my God, that's not an apology. That's just dumb. So let's get over here.
Most respect.
Maria Taylor, and how grateful I am to be part of this outstanding team.
Now it gets weird because Kendrick Perkins is now going to defend, I guess, Rachel Nichols and all this.
I want to say thank you. Thank you for accepting responsibility for your actions.
Which she didn't.
As someone that has known you for a long time, being around you, you have treated me with the utmost respect, and you always made me feel comfortable in your presence. And I know your heart, great person, great individual. I also know Maria Taylor, great person as well, very, very talented, hardworking, and I feel like she also deserves every opportunity that is presented her way. My only hope is that we have a commitment overall to support each other through this process and continue to support each other through our journey.
No, I agree with Perk. Let me first.
So, Internet got upset with Perk for not taking Rachel Nichols to task. Internet was like, hey, why is this black dude on here defending Rachel Nichols? Okay, let's think about that now. You've got an African-American athlete on TV. If he did anything other than say a lot of what he said, it would have looked like he was attacking her. Also not a good look that ESPN or anybody else would want. This was a no-win situation for him and for Richard Jefferson. In fact, I would have said, you know what? I don't want to comment on it. This is between them and ESPN. This has nothing to do with me. She's a big person. She can defend herself. She doesn't need me. I'm staying out of it because now what she's done, you've got this goddamn white girls. She's said what she said about Maria Taylor. Now she's dragging Perk into a no-win situation that no matter what he says, people are going to roll their eyes or call him a traitor or whatever it is. What she's just like, what the fuck? How much damage can one white girl do? Jesus, really? If I'm Perk, I just say no comment. That's between them. I'm just doing my job, talking basketball. I don't give a shit what happened over there. It's crazy. Aaron said, I'm a Perk fan. I'm a Perkins fan, hometown dude. I don't like what he does. I don't like his style. I think some of his takes are outlandish. He's like, I don't know. He tries to be too Stephen A to me. I don't like what he does, but I also think it was unfair to put him in this position. I think it was unfair to throw him in this, and maybe he volunteered to do it. I don't know, but if he did, that was fucking stupid. You knew you were going to get drugged by the African-American community if you came out and defended her. Why would you do that? Like, she's my friend. I got her back. Great. This ain't that time. This ain't that moment. I mean, it is obvious what she said and what she did. There's no denying it. There's no taking it back. And good for him for saying she's nice and, she's always had my back and all that. If he wanted to say anything, he could have said something to the effect of, it's unfortunate that this audio was leaked. It's unfortunate that she said what she said. I have Maria Taylor's back. She is talented. These ladies are both talented. Blah, this is unfortunate, whatever. But to sound like you're defending her, is really crazy. And yeah, you're right, Gregory Vega Jr. You can tell they're all reading it. These are all read off of a teleprompter. Trust me. These are all read. None of this is from the heart. None of them are going on here and just talking like I'm doing right now. None of them. They won't allow it. So here is Richard Jefferson, and then we're going to move on.
No, I agree with Perk. Let me first say this. I fully support Maria Taylor. I've worked with her since I joined ESPN at Get Up and Countdown, and I've known Rachel for 20 years. Rachel and our entire group here have had some very difficult conversations over this time period, and those conversations don't end here. We will continue to have uncomfortable conversations. No one is excused. She is not excused. I am not excused. This doesn't just go away, but we have to learn and understand it and become better for each other, and really through our actions more than anything, and that is our responsibility, and we all have a role in that, and that's something that I take pride in, and I hold to myself and everyone to a very high standard.
Well, thank you guys both.
That's a good. Oh wait, I missed that part. I didn't see the thank you guys at the end. Let's get to that.
Rolling myself and everyone to a very high standard.
Well, thank you guys both for being with me here today. Thank you, everyone out there, for being with us here. You in journalism school is don't be the story.
Walter, do y'all think Perk said something he didn't feel? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he feels. All I can say is that he was in a no-win situation at that moment. That's all I can say. I felt like Perkins was actually actively defending her, where Richard Jefferson's took more of a down the middle, hey, look, we got a lot of work to do here. Let's work on this as a team, which is probably the right way to do it. But Perkins, I think, felt like I got to have her back. That's just, I don't know, man. That's a tough situation to be in if I'm them. It's a really tough situation. And I bet you, the reason she thanked them for being there at the end was not because they came on and defended her, but just thinking out loud here, I wonder if she thought they're going to boycott the show because of what I said. I would be willing to bet you that was a thought, and that factored into her thanking them for being there, and the people that might have tuned into it. So this is a very fascinating and interesting thing. And look, this is something that this country is going to continue to struggle with. But I want you all to understand something. This is about the way that we get better is moments like this happen, and then we have dialogue, we have conversation, and we're open and honest about it. That's how we're going to get better. Jim Nation 3-0 said, Clarence, they shouldn't have agreed to act like shield to her. You're not, yeah, I mean, they can do what they want though. Maybe, Jim Nation, you don't know the insight of the way Perk feels about Rachel Nichols. You don't know how Richard Jefferson feels. You don't know how maybe this was Richard Jefferson's way of saying, hey, we got a lot of work to, I mean, I just think that Kendrick Perkins was in a no-win situation right here. If he doesn't defend her, where does the show go? Because that show chemistry matters. If he does, then the black community is going to be pissed about it. He was in a no-win situation, and I would just say, hey, man, this sucks as happened. We got to do better. Or just don't say anything. I don't know. I don't know what you do. You're not going to, this literally was a no-win situation for him. Bet Jalen Rose won't be on that show anytime soon. Yeah, and I feel like he would have spoken his mind. So, interesting. All right, it's 11:58. Let's get to a break. We're going to come back. We've got a lot of other stuff. We're going to talk about the finals. Yep, game one of the NBA Finals is tonight. I've got the breakdown for you on the betting odds. I'm going to give you my pick. We're going to talk about, I can guarantee you one person is getting a ring. I will guarantee you one person is getting a ring. And yeah, there's a catch to this. Now, going to the break, Joy Taylor greater than Maria Taylor. I don't know who is Joy Taylor. Who is that? Joy Taylor. Oh my. I don't know. What does she do? She went to Barry University. So I'm good with that. Paul said Lakers in 6. Yeah, that hour did go fast. Usually when you have these conversations, a lot of people bail on it. It gets uncomfortable. The things I say doesn't jibe with the way that they feel. And that's not what I want to do. I'm giving you an honest opinion from my thoughts. And I don't expect you guys to ever agree with it. But just to listen to the thought process. And I want to listen to yours, which is why I tried to make sure I went through the chat. And even if I disagreed with you, which I did with several of you guys, I still want to read those because that's how you have a conversation. So, not Lakers in 6, but we're going to talk about it. Okay, after the break. Now, the break video I have for you today, I stumbled across this while I was doing show prep and found this pretty fascinating. I think we touched on this at one point on this show, but this is pretty fucking wild. So take a look at this. It's about a 5-minute video. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to come back. We're going to talk NBA Finals. We're going to talk Randy Couture having a heart attack and trying to use a foam roller to fix it. Plus, we're going to talk the hot dog eating contest with Joey Chestnut, all that and a lot more right after the break. I'm your host, Barry Laminak. This is Barry on Deck. Stick around. I'll see you in a second.
Okay, officially, this is one of the most bizarre places I've ever been in my life. A vast town of unfinished Disney castles in the middle of Turkey. I mean, who came up with this idea, man? It's just crazy.
Burj Al Babas. 200 million US dollars were spent on this project with the aim of creating a thermal resort town in central Turkey for Arab investors. But soon after, the company went bankrupt and time here has since stopped.
And today we're gonna explore this mysterious site together. Let's begin. In here I thought there would be some security or maybe a couple of stray dogs, but no one around. It's just me and 500 abandoned or uninhabited Disney castles. And now let's check the interior of one of these houses and let's see how it looks like. And this must be the living room probably. Windows, there are even electricity wires. The walls have plasters and oh, they even built a pipe system here, man. I mean, most of the stuff is finished, only interior design is left. Man, it's just so much money spent for nothing. When I saw the catalog of these houses on the internet, on the company's website, all of these places, interior design of the houses were expected to look like this. But then time stopped here and we have something like this. An uninhabited ghost town, a ghost Disney town in the middle of nowhere in Turkey. Well, this is the first room of the first floor. The window frames look like they're coffins. Can you look at them? No aesthetics, man. I read it on the internet that a couple of people actually paid 400K to buy these houses, but I don't know what happened to their money. And I found this worker's helmet. This seems cool. I'll take it as a trophy. And now let's climb the stairs and see what's on the roof. On the side of the stairs, we have this small balcony, and the view looks like this. It's kind of disenchanting, but that would do. Here is something that seems badly planned to me. The price of these houses were $400,000, which is a lot of money. So if you invest that much in real estate, you would like to have some sense of privacy, or you would like to have your own yard. But these houses are built only a couple of meters apart from each other, which makes it impossible to have your own space, your own privacy. Imagine in a pleasant afternoon, you're having tea with your friends on your rooftop, and whatever you talk about, it can be heard easily by anyone who's passing by or anyone who's in one of these houses. It's just like lack of vision. Again, I'm saying lack of vision, man. As I'm walking around here, I kind of feel suffocated. Everything is just so crammed here together. This area is vast. Why did they have a need to build everything so close together? Each of these houses were planned to have its own elevator and pool in the basement. But during the construction, the company realized that installing both of these features to each house, it would be really costly, so they canceled that. But the spaces were spared for them, so they're just like an unnecessary pool in the basement and a really tall space for elevator. I have a question. Would you invest $400,000 here at this place? With that money, you can buy a nice house in coastal areas of Turkey, in Greece, in Italy, and perhaps in Spain. But instead of doing that, why would you get this one? Well, that's it for today, guys. I'm walking back to the car. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would appreciate it a lot if you could subscribe to my channel. And stay tuned for similar content like this. Thanks for watching.
Hey, welcome back to hour number 2 of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Those of you that did, those of you that didn't, can go fuck yourselves. Why would you leave? This was a great break video. It was creepy and fascinating and interesting, and that was weird. That was super weird, but I dug it. I thought it was interesting. So I'm always looking for stuff to show you during the break, and that was one of them. Hey, before we get any further into this show, I want to take an opportunity to tell you guys about the AP Law Group. If you have been hit by an 18-wheeler, maybe you've been injured in an accident. If you have a loved one that has died due to the negligence of another, I need you to stop what you're doing and call the AP Law Group right now and let them handle this for you. 713-913-GO-AP is the number. Gilbert and Arsha are the main folks behind the AP Law Group, and I'm telling you right now, these are H-Town dudes. They were born and raised here. They went to law school at the University of Houston. No better dudes to represent you in court than these two right here. 713-913-GO-AP is the number. Here's the thing. Gilbert started this because he used to work for insurance companies. Got sick of seeing the little man get screwed by big insurance companies. He's like, let's do something about it. Let's start our own and get after it. And that's how the AP Law Group was formed. Look, the thing is this. When you call 713-913-GO-AP, you're not going to get an assistant or an answering service. You're going to actually talk to an attorney that's going to help you. It's that big firm attention that big firm results with that small firm attention. That's what they're all about. They have a website, aplawgroup.com. Cool thing is that they're so progressive. You can even get paid in Bitcoin. That's how dope it is at the AP Law Group. Give them a call. 713-913-GO-AP is the number. All right, back to the show. We've got a whiskey tasting to give away today as well. Now, we had to move the show from 2 to 4 to 11 to 1. Christopher Hart, unfortunately, not going to be able to join me today. However, we are still going to do the drawing for the 5 names plus 2 alternates for the whiskey tasting going down this Saturday. Tasting. My boy. This early morning stuff's got me flubbing my words like crazy. Whiskey tasting going down this Saturday, July 10th. So, you guys, I have the following names on the list. There are 15 names. We're not going to do it yet. We're going to do it a little later in the show. But here's the names on the list that we'll be drawing from. Katie, Dandy Dan, Keith Sager, Mark G, House, Justin Swinford, Matt Poche, Donna, Chris Reyes, Fidel, Christopher Mina, Charles Garza, CC, Amos, and Crystal. That is everyone that got in to the drawing for the whiskey tasting. 5 of you are going to win. 2 of you will be alternates. The rest of you will be sad. The cool thing is, just to say, I'm quitting Barry on Deck if I don't win this. Just a heads up. Here's the cool thing. You'll all be able to buy a bottle, and it will have the Barry on Deck logo on it. These will be available in stores probably in October. I'm so pumped about this. I just can't tell you how excited I am and how cool this is of Christopher Hart to make this all happen in conjunction with the Prideful Goat. So I'm very proud of this. I'm one proud goat. That's not. Yeah, Katie, you were the very first one on the list. It is 12. It's 12:09, Amos. What does that mean? What the fuck? It's 12. Yeah. It's 12:09. All right, so we do have more to discuss. Let's talk NBA Finals for a minute because, That's a thing going on as well. And I want to know who you got, chat. Who you got? I mean, I think this is, so if you're curious about odds or what have you, I think that Phoenix, even at home, Phoenix is favored in game one. They are a -6 at home. It's a -250 on the money line. Over under is 219, by the way. Under the matchup predictor on ESPN, Phoenix has a 56.8% chance of winning this. Here's the tricky part before you start firing off. I think you all need to understand. What's going to be the status of Giannis in this series? Y'all see my eye twitching, by the way? It's like freaking out. What's Giannis' status in this series? Is he going to be back to 100%? That's a big component of this. That's an important part of this. Now, the fortunate thing for the Bucks is they're still pretty deep, and they proved that by getting to the finals after Giannis went out and beating a Hawks team that really wasn't as deep and didn't have the firepower. Even with Trae Young coming back, he just wasn't the same. Couldn't get anything going. The shot wasn't falling. Foot probably bothering him. My instincts tell me Bucks in 6. But I want the Suns to win this in 7. Chris Paul, last second shot. Tony says Suns in 2. There's a guy that's got a good grasp of how basketball works. My instinct tells me Bucks in 6, and that's what I'm going with. Although Suns favored at home in game 1, -6, a -250 on the money line, because no Giannis on the road, CP3 healthy, everybody else for the Suns healthy. I mean, this whole series, not only does it rely on Giannis's health, that's obviously the key, but how Middleton, how he plays, they need a superstar effort from Middleton every single night or they're in trouble. Because the Suns really hit you with the three-headed monster, especially the way Ayton has been playing as of late, going into the playoffs and what he's done. I mean, Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton have been playing really, really well. So you better be deep. And the Bucks are. But these guys that stepped up like Brook Lopez in the past and Middleton and stuff, now you've got to get that night in and night out in the finals. That's a whole different thing. So we're going to see. My pick is Bucks in 6. I'm wishing and rooting for, oh yeah, Drew Holiday, that's my bad. I'm wishing and rooting for Suns in 7. So I do know one person that's going to get a ring no matter what, and it's this fella right here. That, I don't know why I got a picture of him in a Nuggets uniform. But that, if you don't know, is Torrey Craig. And the reason Torrey Craig is going to get a ring is because he has been this year. Oh, I totally agree with that. Well, the reason he's going to get a ring is he was both on the Suns and the Bucks this year. So the fact that he was on both teams means that he's getting a ring, win or lose. And it's been all over the, I mean, some of you may not have heard it, but yeah, so there's one guy. There's the one guy that is definitely getting a ring no matter what. Torrey Craig. So, by the way, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at the promo side of all this stuff. I've got to do better. But by the way, if you want to have some fun while watching the NBA Finals, you can do so with us over at Sports Riot tonight. Over on twitch.tv/Sports Riot Live, John Westling, Mike Liebeschock, and myself will be sidecasting Game 1 of the NBA Finals. If you don't know what a sidecast is, basically, we watch the game with you. Excuse me. And we talk about the game. We shoot the shit. All that. Now, we can't show the game because, copyright rules. But we have the game on. You have the game on. You have us on. And we talk basketball. We talk all that. So, we'll see. What is the stupidest shit ever? What is the stupidest shit? That he can get a ring no matter what? Am I behind? I don't know what's happening right now. I feel like I'm lost. Crystal is angry about something, and I don't know why. On a Monday, I'm so lost. What? No, it's what? It's Tuesday. Yes. Shelby says, is it 8 p.m. tonight? Yes. Sports Riot Live from 8 till whenever the game is over. So we won't start till 8, which is good because I'm doing the Blitz from 4 to 7. That gives me just enough time. It's about a 45-minute drive from the station to my house. I will walk in. I'll get a quick pee and then fire it up and go live. So gonna be a busy day. All right. I wanted to talk about, because I don't know where you guys sit on this. Yeah, that is good, Francisco. Congratulations, buddy. Francisco, breaking news, just picked up my daughters for the rest of the summer. That is all. Good for you, buddy. We're going to do the drawing at 12:30. Okay? I just spilled shit everywhere. I just spilled my Diet Coke, folks. Can't have that. Cannot have that. You guys are all like weirded. Oh shit, it's Tuesday. Yeah, it is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Thank you, Aaron. Yeah, busy day today. This, and then the Blitz, and then Sports Riot, and only one of the three is paid. That is also true, Amos. My voice is going to be absolute garbage tomorrow. All right. How many of you actually watched the hot dog eating contest? And I'm not talking about my ex-wife. That was okay. Was it Glizzy Gobbler? Is that what it is? I'll never forget the first time I heard that. Some kid called me that while playing Call of Duty. And I didn't know what the fuck that was. Yeah, a Glizzy Gobbler. How many of you old people in the chat knew that? I didn't know what that was. Josh said, hey, everybody. What's up, Barry? Hope all had a good holiday. Man, you too, buddy. You know what's weird, Josh? Did you know that this day, 1 year ago, you were here fixing the window that got shot out in my house? Yeah, it popped up on my timeline. Yeah, 1 year ago today. It is the most disgusting shit ever. Soggy bread is the grossest thing in food, maybe? I don't know, unless you eat like turds or something. I don't know. It's pretty fucking gross. Just if you've ever had wet bread, it's just, it's not supposed to be wet. It's disgusting. So to watch these nasty ass people dip a hot dog in water and just, it's super gross. So I figured we'd take a look. I figured we'd watch. There's, let's share the screen. There's some things here. I got a few videos here. This is from the overtime. Let's just see what this looks like. Let's go. Let's watch a little. Let's watch a little. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, look at the water. He's squeezing. He's literally squeezing the water out of the bread. That is so fucking gross. Let's get back to this. Hold on. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong shit. You idiot. If I make this full screen, does this work?
Joey Chestnut, this park
there we go.
Shouting Joey and Jeffrey Bezos. I'm only going to ask once. Bring Joey to the moon with you, man. He's
oh my God.
Is it true? American
Why would you sit up front? You got all that nasty ass hot dog water splashing on you. Look at him. Oh, it's coming off his elbow. Oh my God. That is so disgusting. I'm going to vomit. Oh, Jesus.
Look at that crowd.
Oh, that's just the worst. That is the absolute worst. Now, I have another one. There was another one in that link that we could watch. Here we go. What is this? This is the ESPN version. I think this is just him winning.
The boy king who has risen to the throne and who will not step down.
Ugh.
Look on his works, ye mighty and despair, for he has surpassed the kings of Egypt. With
What?
76 Nathan's hot dogs and buns.
76 in 10 minutes.
New world
He's going to go vomit.
the number one ranked eater in the world.
How is he not fatter than that? If you can eat 76 hot dogs. Bro, I eat 3 hot dogs and I'm like, I'm full. And yes, I eat 3 hot dogs, bitches. Don't judge me. 76. Now it's got to be like small weenies. Like these are not Congo dogs, right? These are not Congo dogs. These are definitely, American, Canadian, white dude hot dogs. These can't be like a big ass plump bratwurst. There's no way you'd eat 76 of those. Which, by the way, I realize now, Nora and I really don't eat hot dogs anymore. We get like there's no way I'm going to be able to say this without getting. If Nora was doing this show, she'd be like, yeah, we get the big weenies. See, and that's the other thing. That's Hispanic folks call them weenies. It's just what they do. It's just not I gotta be careful. I'm not saying I can eat 3 weenies. There's no way I would ever say that. I'm gonna call it a hot dog. I'm gonna call it a brat. You get HEB weenies? No. Claire just doesn't even need water. His mouth is already watery. What do we get? We get like I think it's a bratwurst. I think it's like mini brats or whatever. 76 hot dogs. I don't think I could eat 76 of anything unless it was like rice. It's kind of an ode to a Mitch Hedberg joke. Rice is great if you want 2,000 of something. Yeah. We called them weenies growing up. Yeah, the defense rests. All right. So 76 hot dogs. That's the new world record. It's just so gross to me. I just don't understand that. Imagine a Zumo's link eating contest. I don't know what that is. 76 sushi rolls? I don't think you could. I can barely eat one. That's the amazing thing is like people that don't eat a lot fascinate me because I'll see a plate. Like you ever done that on Instagram? Because I eat a lot. Like you don't get these chins without a lot of practice. But I see like somebody will post a picture on Instagram of their dinner for the night. And I'm like, how the fuck? That looks like an appetizer, bro. It'll be like some little ass piece of steak with like one small ass spoonful of mashed potatoes and broccoli. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I would double up all of that and then go back and get some more. My first would be their first and second. It's just crazy. Crazy. Wait. Tyler, you think you could eat 76 barbecue wings? I mean, I've done 66. It was awful. There's no way I could have eaten another 10. There's no way I could eat 66 wings now. Oh, my eye. Look at that. Did I get poison ivy again? What's going on over here? Maybe Zumo's is just a thing down here in the stinky armpit of Texas. Yeah, I think I know. Like Fred did reads on ESPN about Zumo's or some shit. I don't know. You should look up his other eating world records. They're crazy. Oh no, that's all of it's disgusting. All of it's disgusting. All of it. I mean, I have done some of the competitive eating stuff, but when you start dipping shit in water, no, thank you. Who is this? Molly Schulier? Who? SCHUY. American Competitive Eater. Oh, I thought you meant is missing like she was being kidnapped. Okay. She was missing from the... Okay. Got it. I don't know who the fuck that is. How do you guys know these competitive eaters? It blows my mind. A tragic story that came out over the weekend. This is Matiss Kivlenieks. I'm sure I said that wrong. Kivlenieks? Matiss Kivlenieks. And he died in a fireworks accident over the weekend. Initially, so he was in a hot tub And initially, they were doing fireworks, and the fireworks malfunctioned. And he was trying to get out of the hot tub that he was in as the fireworks were malfunctioning, because I'm guessing they were pointing at the hot tub, or they said that the cause of his death was hitting his head, slipping and getting out of the hot tub. What they later determined was that the cause of death was taking a firework to the chest. That he actually didn't die from slipping and hitting his head. He died from a firework hitting him in the chest. Pretty wild. An autopsy confirmed that Kivlenieks' death Sunday was accidental. The cause of death, according to the autopsy, was, quote, fireworks, mortar blast, chest trauma. I want to know why, one, they had fireworks in a hot tub. And so it says initial reports was that the netminder had died from a head injury following a fall where the incident occurred, fleeing a hot tub because of a, quote, fireworks malfunction. He slipped and fell and hit his head. But that was not the official results. I'm kind of like, I don't understand that, but that is pretty wild. Pretty sad. Pretty sad. CC, I kind of thought that too, but I mean, are you saying like somebody pointed it at his chest? I don't know. But this is, again, man, I don't know. Fireworks are just fucking stupid. That's Jason Pierre-Paul. Fuck those things. All right, let's do let me get set up for the giveaway. We're going to do the whiskey giveaway. I fully expected, though, how in the age of video we don't have video of this incident? You feel like that would be something that would exist, right? I feel like that would be something that was out there, but apparently nobody recorded it, or they're not releasing it. But rest in peace to Matiss Kivlenieks. Pretty sure I'm not saying that right, and I apologize. My Russian is a bit off. All right, let's do this giveaway. Let's give away the whiskey tasting. Let's go. So the way this works is real simple. I'm going to, or I already have, 5 names put into a randomizer. If you were with us during the Jerry and Barry on Deck Streamathon last December, the way we did the raffle, we had everybody's names in a list, and we just randomly generated a name, and that was a winner. So the way we're going to do it is this. 15 of you have entered. You did so on the Discord. 5 of you will be chosen and will join myself and Jen and Christopher Hart this Saturday, July 10th. Please don't, I hope you didn't enter if you can't go. But it's going to be around noon. We're all going to be tasting a lot of whiskey. By the way, D-Mata, if you guys didn't know, Demetrius has offered to be a designated driver, which I don't know how that would work. Like if you show up, it's going to be weird. My suggestion is Uber, which I will be doing. So I'll probably have Nora drop me off and then just Uber home. Now, this is going to be 5 of you, completely random, plus 2 alternates, just in case if one of the 5 can't go. We're going to go in order of the alternates chosen. So the first name chosen as an alternate will be the first one that gets to go if one of the 5 can't make it on Saturday. And I would ask you this, folks, if you can, just give us as much warning as possible if you can't make the whiskey tasting. For those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, Christopher Hart has a label release called The Prideful Goat. It is a new whiskey that is, I haven't had it yet. Apparently it is super delicious. And if Christopher Hart is involved with it, it's going to be super delicious. But he had the idea of having a Barry on Deck bottle, and one that is chosen by the deck heads and then we bottle it and put the Barry on Deck logo on the label, and it's for sale in stores, and it's just a badass thing I'm super excited to be a part of. I'm thankful that Christopher Hart and folks over at the Prideful Goat included us in this. I'm very pumped about it. This is going to be pretty dope. So you will be able to get the bottles in October. So myself and the rest of the crew that I'm about to choose will be the ones that pick what's going to go in that bottle, or those bottles that you'll be able to buy later on. So without further ado, let me share my screen. Here are the names. You can clearly see them on the screen. It is Katie, Dandy Dan, Keith Sager, Mark G, Reverend House, Justin Swinford, Matt Poche, Donna, Christopher Reyes, Fidel Limon, Christopher Mina, Charles Garza, CC, Amos, and Crystal. Those are the names. The way this is going to work, I will click that green button that says pick a random item. That will kick out a name. That'll be the first name on the list. I will then delete that name and do it again. And we will keep doing that until we get 7 names chosen. The first 5 names are going to be the winners. The last 2 names will be alternates. Okay? So that's the way that this is going to work. Steven, the weather guy, is a hater. If House wins, you guys are going to lose your shit. Justin Swinford said, my heart is through the roof. I really hope Justin wins. He wants this so bad. I know a lot of you do. I've never done a tasting Matt Poche, so I'm super excited about this. This is going to be really cool. Okay. Here we go. Name number 1. And the first winner of the whiskey tasting for the Prideful Goat Barry on Deck is... Do do beep boop beep boop boop beep boop beep boop boop. Ah! Holy shit! Holy shit! What is this? What is happening here? Oh, my ad blocker's on. Wait a minute. What the fuck? What is happening? Always turn this ad blocker off. It was Justin Swinford. I saw it. Why is it doing it again? Okay, now it just did it 3 random times. What the fuck are we doing here, people? All right, Justin Swinford is the first winner. Ignore the Dandy Dan. I did not click the button for those. Ergo, CC and Dandy Dan are not winners. It is Justin Swinford, the first official winner. Congratulations, Justin. All right, let's remove that. These goddamn pop-ups. All right, Justin, you're out of the list. The rest of the list is Katie, Dandy Dan, Keith, Mark, Rev House, Matt Poche, Donna, Mr. Reyes, Mr. Mina, Charles Garza, CC, Amos, and Crystal. Let's go. All right. Justin, is he losing his shit? Is Justin with us? Did he die? Where's Justin? All right, Justin, here we go. Name number 2 on the list is... Boop, boop, dip, boop, beep, boop, 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 dip, boop, beep, boop. Crystal! Yeah! Crystal is the second winner. Just push the life alert button. Oh, he did. Somebody call 911. All right, so Crystal, congratulations. You are our second winner. I'm going to take Crystal's name off of the list. Delete. See, I think every time you refresh the page, it just automatically picks the name. That's why those other 2 popped up. So calm down. All right. Yeah, Crystal Meth in the building. Here we go. Name number 3 on the list. Did I delete Crystal? Oh shit, what just happened there? Boop, 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 beep, boop, 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 boop. Okay, I don't have a sound effects budget, people. Fidel! Fidel Limon in the building, bitches. All right, we have 3 names now chosen. Let's get rid of Fidel. That narrows the field to Katie, Dandy Dan, Keith, Mark, House, Matt Poche, Donna, Christopher Reyes, Christopher Mina, Charles Garza, CC, and Amos. All righty. Now we go again. And the winner is Amos. Oh, snap. Amos. This is Fidel, an adult. Steven said, bring your microwave to the tasting. Oh, that's the funniest shit. Congratulations, Amos. All right, let's remove Amos's name from the list. One spot left, people. We've got Katie, Dandy Dan, Keith, Mark, House, Matt, Donna, Christopher Reyes, Christopher Mina, Charles Garza, and Cece. This is the list. This is the final spot. I wish you all could win. I really do. I wish you all could win this, but unfortunately you can't. So, I have a feeling, though, if I'm picking names right now of somebody that would drop out, it's probably going to be Fidel. I feel like he would be the one that would cancel on us. Or maybe Crystal. All right. The final name. Did I get rid of, 1, 2. Okay. Here we go. This is it. Look at here. There they go. All right, you guys. The last name, the final whiskey taster is going to be... Yo! So many angry people right now. Rev House. CC is salty as fuck. CC said, fuck this contest. Fuck alcohol. Fuck YouTube. I'm out. Bye. Look, well, at least you guys are going to get to meet Shelby. House! Congratulations, my friend. Stop the steal. Yeah, you didn't have to be present to win. By the way, just so we're clear, House has been busy. What? I know, that's my bad. House has been busy editing videos, so don't act like he's not contributing to this show. Okay, we have our 5 finalists, our 5 winners. Congratulations to Justin Swinford, Crystal, Fidel Limon, Amos, and Rev House. This was all fair and square on the up and up. All right, now we've gotten rid of Rev House. Let's choose our first alternate. Waltzing, congrats, Shelby. Our first alternate, in case Fidel says he can't make it or House has his dumb kids, is boop boop beep boop beep boop boop bop bop boop boop bop beep boop beep boop. Oh, Christopher Reyes. What? Let's go. All the way from San Antonio. There we go, Mr. Reyes. Congratulations. You are the first alternate. All right, let's get his name out of there. And the final alternate will be... Matt Poche! Oh, snap. Congratulations, Matt Poche. You are the second alternate. I knew the second I won, I was not going to win. Yeah, Dan, that was a... Look, I wasn't expecting the actual, so... Hey, fair is fair, though. It was all randomized. You just... Yeah, if you refresh, see, if you just do a refresh... Which is what that did. It got weird. See, it had to be official. I had to click pick random. Okay. So Matt Poche, congratulations, buddy. You and Chris Reyes are alternates. Thank you all for entering and being a part of it. Thank you to Christopher Hart for making it happen. Again, I wish you all could have won. I would have invited all 15 of you out. We only had 5 spots. So Justin Swinford, Crystal, Fidel, Amos, and House, you guys What? You guys, pardon me. That was disgusting. You guys are the winners. So congrats. I will see you July 10th. I'll get some more information from Christopher Hart. I will pass that along. Probably Jen will pass it along, for being honest. And I will see you there. House won 3 spots. No, he did not. He did not win 3 spots. White Magic said, damn it, I missed it. Who all won? I literally just read it again. Justin, Crystal, Fidel, Amos, and House. The alternates, Christopher Reyes and Matt Poche. So there you go. Congratulations, you guys. One and all. I'll see you there. Okay. Now that we have our winners, we can all grieve accordingly. And thanks again, Jen, for helping me with that. Thanks to Christopher Hart for making it possible. Good times had by all. We did the giveaway. Now, I think it would be a good time to tell you guys about Dan's Seafood and Wings. Folks, if you are looking for the best crawfish, the best seafood, and quite frankly, some of the best wings in the city of Houston, get your booty on over to Dan's Seafood and Wings. You're going to love this food, I promise you. We should all do like a Dan's afterwards. I'll be too drunk. But look, if you want seafood, if you're in the mood, man, you cannot do better than Dan's. I'm telling you right now. Cece, I'm not putting that on the screen because, but I love you. But she loves, look, Cece loves it. Donna, Katie, Jen, myself, Walt, Ray, everybody that's gone to Dan's, Fidel, everybody that's gone to Dan's has loved it. And I think you will too. I know you will too. Get the crawfish. It's crawfish season, baby. Go try it. But also check out that boiled spicy shrimp. Nora won't eat shrimp from anywhere other than Dan's. 2 locations for you. Southwest side on South Gessner, northeast side on Uvalde. Go to the website, eatatdans.com. That's how you can find out. That's how you can find out what's on the menu and how to get there. Also check them out on Instagram, eatatdans.com. It's Dan's Seafood and Wings. Put some Dan's in your mouth. All right. Now, look, I also want to tell you about one of our own, brand new sponsor to the show, Kathy Denson. She, if you don't know, if you're looking for one-of-a-kind gift items, something for that special someone in your life and you're not sure what to get them, maybe you're looking for a custom shirt, maybe a custom bottle like you see the Dallas Cowboys bottles. CC, this would be good for giveaways for the Dallas Cowboys fan club. She does other bottles. She does the bottles you see on the Barry on Deck set. I got 3 light up bottles of my own that Kathy made for me. I love these bottles. You're going to love them too. She made a trophy, a light up bottle trophy for the weight loss challenge winner. She does it all and you're going to love it. It's good quality work and she's a deckhead. So first and foremost, you're working with a deckhead to get gifts or ideas or items for your house or your office or wherever it is. Crafts, novelties, clothing, bottle lighting, you name it. She's got a full catalog. All you got to do is call her or email her. 409-466-9124 is the number. 409-466-9124. That's the number. KathyDen2011 at yahoo.com is the email. KathyDen2011 at yahoo.com. She does the epoxy jewelry, shot glasses, like I said, the bottles, the lamps, shadow boxes. The A that you see on your screen is the shadow box she made. Don't forget the shirts. She made me a custom shirt. She can make you a custom shirt. No order too big, no order too small. I'm encouraging you, please give her a call and take advantage of her being one of us. It's Kathy at 409-466-9124 or email her KathyDen2011 at yahoo.com. All right, back to the show. Here we go. What is this? Dan's sounds good for Saturday. Yeah, but I don't know what time though. You know what I mean? Like maybe, I don't know. I got to figure out where the location is that we're doing the whiskey tasting. And because if we have time, maybe we can meet at Dan's at like 10:30, eat, and then go do the whiskey tasting. I'm down. Use your words today, Barry. I'm totally down with that. So we'll figure it out for sure. We'll get some Dan's and all that as well. Speaking of food, I have a question for you. How many people fancy themselves a good cooker of steak? How many of you fancy yourselves a good steak maker? I do pretty well. I'm bad at chicken. I can't barbecue chicken for some reason. I'm not good at it. But But yeah. Oh no, I'll definitely plan on eating. I pretty good at steak. Cece said fuck steak. She's so mad right now. Cece, I love you to death, sweetie. Here's the thing. I'm pretty good at steak. I like it sous vide style where you put it in the water and boil it. Just Google it. Don't think I'm over here just throwing meat in a boiling pot of water like it's spaghetti pasta. It's in a Ziploc bag and it's a whole thing, and then you still char it and all that on a pan or with a torch or whatever. I love steak though. Probably been my favorite thing to eat. Part of cooking steak, there's several steps you need to take. One, and by the way, guys like Clarence can probably back this up. Drew says he's a good steak maker. First thing you want to do is let your steak get to room temperature. That's always step one. A lot of folks don't know that. They just take it out of the fridge and throw it on the grill. You should let your steak get to room temperature. Okay. 2, a lot of times all you need, salt. Just salt. Now I'll throw a little Worcestershire sauce on there. A little steak seasoning from like my favorite steak seasoning is saltgrass. So get the steak to room temperature, season it however you season it. Cook it however you cook it, whether it's on the grill, sous vide, reverse sear, whatever it is you do. Okay. Now, one of the things I didn't know when you're grilling steak, if you're looking for medium rare, you'll know it's medium rare because it'll actually feel the same way that your palm does right there. Did you know that? That's a little trick I learned. So if you push the steak and it feels like this part of your palm, it's medium rare. You can take it off now. It's ready to go. Yeah. Last thing, once you take your steak off the grill or out of the sous vide or whatever it is you're doing, when you're done, before you eat the steak, but the last thing you should do, let it rest. Just let it sit there for 5 minutes. Super easy to do. You just set it down, go make your sides, go get a beer, get ready, set the table, whatever it is. But the last thing you should let your steak do is rest. Does anyone know why you let a steak rest? Well, I'm glad you asked. Nobody asked. The reason you let the steak rest is when you're cooking it, all the juices flow and the fat flow out of the steak. They bubble to the top and they sit on top. By letting the steak rest for 5 minutes, a lot of the fat and flavor and juices get absorbed back into the steak. So that's why a lot of times people think, oh, you let it rest because it's still cooking internally. And nay, my friend, I mean, it probably still is. But you're letting the meat reabsorb the flavor and the juices that came out of the steak while cooking it. I did not know that before I read this weekend. So pretty fascinating and a pretty good reason to, the same thing with chicken a lot of times. Let your chicken rest. Just let your chicken rest. It's okay. What is Flips? This is the first time I've seen your hand. What? This is my crooked finger too, by the way. Is that bad boy? I broke that. Did I ever tell you the story of how I broke this finger? So you can see it's pretty crooked here. Let's see. See that? See how curved it is? Look at that. I had a broken ass finger. So I'll tell you the story behind the broken finger. Now that we're done with the steak because nobody cared. Matt says dry aged in the fridge and reverse sear is where it's at. Now see, you just make it how you make it. I'm a sous vide guy. So I broke this finger in the 9th grade, the 10th grade. I was in high school out in this. So and I went to Jersey Village High School, and there was an area in the science section where you had like science classes that kind of made a horseshoe, and in the middle was one more class where it was just open. What's up, Incarnate? So I was kind of a bad kid in high school. Not really bad. I just talked a lot. I was class clown. I fucked around a lot. A lot of talking, with the chicks, with the ladies. Okay, just fucking. I mean, I was just making jokes and bullshit. So a lot of times I spent a lot of my classes either out in the hall or at the back of the class on punishment. And this particular class, I was in the back in the open area at a table. And I was sitting in my chair, which is just a typical school chair. And I'm leaning back like that. And I'm kind of talking and not really paying attention, fucking around. And I lost my balance. And upon losing my balance, I grabbed the table. And when I landed, open area. I lose my balance leaning back in my chair, so I'm falling backwards, and I grab the table to not fall. And as I fall, the table goes with me, and I land feet in the air in my chair, and my hand is under me, and the table lands on my finger, and it was, I don't know how, it wasn't really clear, but it fucking basically, I don't know if it dislocated or broke or whatever, but it fucked my finger up. And it was the loudest noise. Now, this was also on the second floor. So, it echoed. As soon as me and the chair and the table all hit the floor at the same time, boom! It was just this big fucking loud, and it echoed. And literally there was 6 science classes that all at the same time opened the doors. And it's, there was glass. They opened the doors and everyone sticks their head out to look at what the fuck that noise was. And I am laying on the ground with my legs in the air, a table on top of my broken finger, turned over like it was a bar fight. Embarrassed like you would never believe. And I fell down the stairs in front of the whole fucking lunchroom once. I was fucking mortified. So my feet are in the air. My finger fucking hurts. Everyone in the class, of course, turned around immediately and lost their shit. The teacher, this bitch is laughing at me. I can't really blame her, but come on, fam. You could hide it. No. She's losing her shit. Everyone's losing their shit. And all I can think about is it's not my finger that hurts. I broke my pride. My pride is also crooked now because of this. But I swear to God, it fucked my finger up so bad. I mean, you can clearly see how bent it is. But I just got up. I picked the table up. I picked the chair up. And I sat down. And I went, what's the big deal? That's all I can think of to say. What's the big deal? And I just was like, man, my fucking finger hurts, but I am not going to the nurse. I am not going to do that. And I literally just sat there the rest of the class and my finger hurt. And I don't know why, but I never went to the doctor. I never went anywhere. And I guess it just did enough to fucking bend my finger, made it crooked. I don't know. That was it. And then some chick stabbed me in the hand with a pencil, and I had a pencil lead in my fucking palm forever, but I can't find it. Barry was a hand model for E.T. back in the 80s. D-Mod said I crashed my motorcycle at a party where just about the whole school was. Yeah. Missed opportunity for a pull my finger joke. They called it OCS, on campus suspension. No, they called it DMC where we were. In school suspension was DMC. Yeah, it was bad. It hurt. That is how my finger got crooked. I don't know. Call me lucky, I guess. Oh God, it was so fucking. And I've only had. She said Shelby said I have broken my finger so many times. So I just the finger, and then I dislocated my elbow, and that's the really only serious injuries I've ever had. That was it. It's weird. Put some Tussin on it. No. Yeah. Thank you for putting Robitussin in parentheses. Like I didn't know what the fuck Tussin was. Thank you, Total Dallas, for making sure that I knew that Tussin was Robitussin. Ooh, PK said, I've never have I ever broken a bone. You're lucky. Now, I mean, I don't know if this was like broken or just dislocated or what, but it's, you know, I mean, it ain't like old people fucked up crooked, but you can clearly see right there. Of course, but it's kind of crooked. But yeah, never have I ever. I've broken a bone, but just the finger and then dislocated, but I haven't actually like broken an arm or a leg or anything like that. Oh yeah. I've heard that sucks. Yes. I've heard that is the absolute worst. Never broken a bone, but did fracture it. MC Chris taught me all about the Tussin. Oh man, Robert said I've broken a few bones, just none of mine. All right, that's it. I gotta pee. Let's wrap this show up. I gotta pee. Shit to do. Headed to the Blitz. If you ain't got nothing to do today, check me out. ESPN 97.5 here in Houston. If you are a local, if you're somewhere else, well, watch it on Twitch. Still find ESPN 97.5 on Twitch, and I will be there. As always, Barry on Deck brought to you by the AP Law Group. If you have been injured in an accident, you have got to call them. 713-913-GO-AP. I promise you, they're going to help you out. Maybe you think you don't have a case? How do you know? Give them a call. 713-913-GO-AP. Thank you to the AP Law Group. Thank you all for tuning in on a weird early edition of Barry on Deck. I hope you had a good time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Good talk today in the first hour. Good, honest, open conversation that I think needed to be had. Every time something like that happens with Rachel Nichols and Maria Taylor, stuff like that, it's a good opportunity for us to have conversations as adults and try to move this country forward. Now, until tonight at 8 o'clock over on twitch.tv/Sports Riot Live when we do a sidecast of the NBA Finals, or until the Blitz, or until you say fuck all that, and I'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We're back on schedule. Do me 3 favors, people. 3. 1, be safe. 2, be kind. And 3, and most importantly, love each other. I'll see you guys later. Daddy's making a YouTube video!